You are about to witness a murder. My murder.
Alfred!
Why was I stabbed in the chest? Did I know too much? Did I know too little? Did I know just enough? Or was it my shower cap?
Unless you happen to be Italian, you probably haven't heard of Ezio Greggio, but he did try and break America. This was his first attempt.
I would like to present this award to you. You really, I think you deserve it. I'm not sure. But which one is the better award here, Pascal?
Both.
Both. Because his seems so much bigger than mine. That's an Italian thing, I guess.
You are talking about the prize.
The prize, yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Probably both, yes.
In that clip, you can see Ezio get an award for his comedy work from Jimmy Kimmel, who seems to barely know who he is. But he is an Italian comedian, actor, writer and director. But in most of the clips I can find of him online, he's hosting light entertainment TV shows.
Non si è ricordato dell'acqua minerale. Devo sempre fare tutto io. Vengo subito, un attimo solo.
And in those clips you can see that he is a big fan of Mel Brooks, who happened to guest star on his show speaking pidgin Italian.
Parliamo del Silenzio dei Prosciutti. Dobbiamo raccontare qualcosa del tuo ruolo che hai fatto nel mio film. Cosa dirai tu al pubblico? Cosa dirai tu al pubblico di là?
Spaghetti bolognese, 2 pizza, pasta fagioli. Io faccio una scherza. A sinistra, a destra. Tutto dritto.
Basta così, ho capito, va bene.
Tutto dritto.
Va bene, va benissimo, hai spiegato il tuo ruolo. Scusa un attimo, do solo un'occhiata, un attimino, fammi vedere. Ci siamo? Andiamo!
Hi, Mr. Brooks!
Even in a language I don't speak, that feels a little forced. And did you spot the actress coming in before her cue and panicking?
Ti sto facendo un furto. Più 100.000.
He was a big star in Italy at the time, he might even still be, but he decided to make his directorial debut in English.
Where are you from? You have a very strange accent.
I'm originally Italian.
Oh, I love Italy. All your beautiful cities. Paris, London, Munich. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful country.
While it was shot in 1993, it was only released in the UK in 1996. I still remember reading the Empire magazine review, which gave the movie 1 star and said, "Just who the hell is Ezio Greggio anyway? And why is he allowed to bring this painfully deluded vision to the screen?"
Allora Dom, come va?
I love you. Ezio, I had such a good time doing The Silence of the Hams.
Ti sei divertito molto? Sì.
Ezio.
Cosa c'è?
Grapefruit. Come si dice grapefruit in Italian?
Pompelmo.
Grapefruit.
Eccolo là. Grazie.
This film has not been an easy one to research. It wasn't a big hit and basically disappeared after its release. But I did find this book published in 2019. I got it imported from America for about £30 but it's written by the movie's casting director, and it describes itself as a pictorial memoir of the making of a cult classic. That's his words, not mine, but essentially it is a photo album with a few notes about the production. A lot of the information in this video has been taken from this book, but interestingly, towards the end it mentions a special edition Blu-ray. There's even photos of the cast and crew recording a special audio commentary. The 25th anniversary of this film would have been 2019. As I record this, it is 2025, and the only place that Blu-ray has been released is Germany.
Dr. Animal.
Call me A.
A?
Also, call me Doctor.
A doctor.
Dr. A.
Excuse me, Dr. A.
Bingo.
Dr. A. Bingo?
Moving on.
The original script was a spoof of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, but Ezio was encouraged to lampoon a newer film, so he incorporated several elements from the 1991 movie The Silence of the Lambs.
You know, Demi's movie was significant and, spooked us all in the fact that we could lampoon it and do it so well. And I mean, the production design was, incredible, and what was recreated in the fantastic tone. But, lampooning Hitchcock and Demi and everything else in between was just a lark and great, and
The script was presented to Julie Corman, the wife of Roger Corman and fellow practitioner of the low-budget movie. This is her recounting her first meeting with Ezio, who she had no professional knowledge of.
I want you to produce my movie. I said, okay. Do you have a script? Yes. I said, oh, who wrote it? Thinking maybe Rodolfo wrote it. Me, I wrote it. I said, oh, good. Do you have a director? Yes, me. I said, oh, do you have a star in mind? Yes, me. I said, do you have the money? He said, yes, $5 million. I want everything first class. Well, at that point I had to say, sit down, right?
I assume the money was secured from an Italian financer, as I can't imagine an American financer backing a film with an unknown actor, writer and director, which at that time also had no stars attached. The casting director and writer of the book that I showed, Craig Campobasso, was given the task of filling the film with stars. The police officer character, Jodie Foster, I know it's highbrow wit, was originally written for Leslie Nielsen.
I said, I want to have in this movie Leslie Nielsen Leslie Nielsen? Are you crazy? No, it costs more than 4 times the budget you have. It's impossible. What about Billy Zane? Billy Zane?
I presented Billy Zane to Ezio and said, this guy can be really, really funny. But there was nothing to show that Billy could be funny.
So Billy Zane was given the role of the deadpan male lead.
Good evening. FBI have an appointment?
The rest of the cast was filled up with whatever recognisable names the production could afford, including the original Gomez Addams, John Astin, Rip Taylor, Phyllis Diller, Oscar winner Shelley Winters, and Martin Balsam reprises his role from the original Psycho, which of course he spoofs. I presume, in effort to be a bit more like John Landis, there are cameos from movie directors too, including John Landis.
Ma'am, smoking a cigar in a non-smoking restaurant is a federal offense.
My husband will hear about this. You'll pay for this.
Can't pay much more than we're paying already, lady.
And there is the king of spoof himself, Mel Brooks, as well as Joe Dante and John Carpenter in a confusing cameo.
Tell me, don't die. Tell me quick. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? It was...
Let's just look at this joke a little closer. John Carpenter is trying to get the name of Joe Dante's attacker before he dies. Dante gives the name The Gimp. Then John Carpenter walks away with a gimpy leg, implying that he was Dante's assailant. In which case, why is he interrogating him? If a cop was asking him who attacked him and then in the background Carpenter limped past, it would make more sense. But as it is, I just can't get my head around it. But that sums up the humour in this movie. It's not there to get your head round. In this scene, a dismembered body reforms and turns into the singer Pavarotti, who blasts out a few bars of opera. This is very much an everything but the kitchen sink approach to comedy writing, which wouldn't be so bad if Ezio's taste was something better than your average dad joke.
I don't remember your name. Nobody ever comes here. It's hard to remember them all.
Jane.
Ah, Jane. Like my cousin Maria. We had only one problem, of course, because Billy Zane was 7 feet and Charlene was 1 foot. So I said, how can I put together them? So we did a classic Italian solution. We put apple box everywhere when we had to put them together to talk. And so she became, from 1 foot, she became 4 feet. So she was close enough to Billy Zane to be in the same shot.
It is a strange experience watching this movie, as one can't help but think that something must be lost in translation. It looks and sounds like a comedy, but something just isn't right. Look at the Mel Brooks cameo, for example. Did you notice that he had a knife in his back? Because the first time I watched this, I didn't. There is not enough light in the scene to see it in the first shot, and in the close-up the blade is largely off camera.
There's little to laugh about. Look what he did to his victims. Take those photos. It's terrible.
And then there is this scene, where Billy Zane can't reach to the top shelf but 3.5 foot tall Tony Cox can. There's nothing wrong with the gag in principle, it's just the way it's staged. There are far too many edits in it.
Well, that's why they called him Dr. Animal Cannibal Pizza.
Oh, good God, there are the names too. Dr. Animal Cannibal Pizza. That is this movie's Hannibal Lecter. I know it's just meant to be silly fun and isn't designed to be examined as close as I am presently doing, but whoever was in a position to say, I think we can think of a better gag than that, and then didn't say it, has a lot to answer for.
I suppose what stands out to me, because remember I'm the producer, so that's what I want to make sure that I have everything there that the director needs. And there was something that happened that was unfortunate, but you'll understand why, my having explained to you my encounters with Ezio and my impressions of Ezio. And that was that he wanted to edit digitally because he heard, that's the top of the line. So I found some digital editors because they're very new. We hadn't done any editing digitally. So the film is shot and we, had a couple of weeks for the editors to get it together, and then we went to the screening. Ezio was extremely unhappy. Why? It was fine. It wasn't Ezio. So we start all over to make the edit Ezio, which normally, during the production, the director's in touch with the editor and pretty much telling them what to do. But I think in this case, Ezio had such a lot on his plate since Silence of the Hams was all Ezio, that I think there wasn't enough communication about exactly what he wanted.
I am sure I say this every time I talk about a comedy, but humour is subjective, so me saying that something is not funny is just my opinion. But this movie is as close as I can find to being objectively not funny. It strikes me that Ezio Greggio loves the movies of Mel Brooks and David Zucker, but doesn't know where to start when it comes to writing or staging them. As a result, this movie is a mangled mess.
I don't even know how to start this. This movie, it melted my brain.
All right, we just finished Silence of the Hams, episode 26.
Yeah, and what was your take on it?
I mean, it was awful. I really disliked it, which is unfortunate because I think there are some actual bones here of what could be a really good spoof movie.
Yeah, it's weird. It was so nonsensical. So it's a terrible movie, but there is something so insane about it that I appreciate the boldness or nonsensicality of it. And it just feels like a man embracing American culture and just like confusing everyone in the process.
Try as I might, I cannot find any professional reviews from the time of the movie's release that gave it anywhere near a positive evaluation. That clip from the very entertaining spoof cast sums up the general consensus. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 0% fresh from the critics, based on 8 reviews, and a 44% fresh rating based on over 1,000 audience member reviews. In the UK, where I reside, the box office for this movie was about 10,000 Great British pounds. In America, it was released straight to video.
I think that Silence of the Hams is a movie in between of Gone with the Wind and the Bible, more or less. Or maybe in between Gone with the Wind and The Room. So we are somewhere here and there, but I think we did really a great job.
Anytime you do a project that got marginal, response when it came out, to find out that it has a following somewhere, and to be able to do all this is great.
This movie must have been a hit somewhere to warrant a 25-year anniversary book, and not only a Blu-ray release, but a really quite lovely special edition Blu-ray release with a very entertaining feature-length documentary in which everyone speaks really highly of this movie.
It sits in as the #1 movie that I had the most fun on in my entire life. I've had fun on other sets and other movies, but to work with all of these incredible people in Ezio was, it's still to this day, I just think about it and it makes me smile.
To promote this movie in Italy, Ezio Greggio did a special edition of his show, where he performed in front of a giant ham joint and some Oscars. Some members of the Silence of the Hams cast appeared, and outtakes of the movie were shown.
You too? And why you are asking to me? Sorry. You too? And so why are you asking to me? Sorry. Yeah. You too? And so why are I almost forgot. I would like... shit. I almost forgot. I'd like you to have a dinner with... I almost forgot. Jane, like my cousin Maria. Jane, if you... Jane, like my cousin Maria. Jane, if you like anything... Sorry.
If anything, these outtakes show how good or how bad his English was at the time. If you compare how he speaks in the movie to how he talks in the show, it is markedly different.
Straordinario, ti fa ridere quando vuole lui, lo ricorderete in un sacco di film di Mel Brooks e spero ve lo ricorderete anche nella sua partecipazione molto divertente nel Silenzio dei Prosciutti. Devo dire, chiamare Dom è diminutivo, dobbiamo chiamarlo Monsignor DeLuise.
Unless you are a real master, then speaking in a second language must affect comic timing on some level, and I am sure that I couldn't tell a joke in anything other than my mother tongue.
Don't do it! Don't jump!
He's looking at the view!
No, he's gonna jump! Please do something, please!
Don't jump! Please, don't jump! Don't jump! Please don't jump!
Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Don't jump!
I want to die.
Why? You have a lot to live for.
No, I don't.
You must have a wife at home.
She left me years ago, and I have no home. It's been repossessed. I'm gonna jump.
You must have something.
Yes, I have an enlarged prostate.
Jesus Christ, he has nothing to live for.
Ezio Greggio made a further 2 attempts to crack the American film market as a director. First was The Good Bad Guy, which stars Dom DeLuise again, and has something to do with an Italian immigrant hired by a mobster to kill a mob informant. It was co-written with Mel Brooks' frequent collaborator, Rudy DeLuca, as was Ezio's next film, Screw Loose. Starring Mel Brooks and Ezio, it was released straight to video here in the UK, but I remember thinking it had its moments.
Can I trust you now?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Give me your promise.
I swear on my children's life.
All right. Release him.
See ya! Geronimo!
Oh my god! He has no children!
Both of those movies are currently on YouTube in full.
I have nothing else to say.
Sharon Bone, you're lying. Stop pulling our legs!
A strange thing happens when I make these videos, which I hope you're enjoying. I either watch the movie to death and find lots of holes in it I hadn't seen before, or I end up falling in love with the film. And though the latter hasn't happened, nor has the former, I have however grown to appreciate Ezio Greggio. He seems like a nice guy, and in his native country he's considered very funny.
I want to tell you something that nobody knows. I have letters at that time and after email of people that they saw the movie 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And every time they write me an email saying, Ezio, unbelievable. I discovered another moment that on few times ago I saw the movie, but I didn't see that moment, that bit, that gag, that quote that you did about another movie. So it's funny. I think the Silence of them, more you see it and better it is.
If you would like to support me in the making of these videos, then you can send me all of your worldly goods via this site. Don't forget to like and share, and if you're enjoying it, subscribe. That helps these videos get seen by other people. And if you like Silence of the Hams, do tell me why I'm wrong. I would genuinely be delighted if I could appreciate this movie more than I do. I'm Scott Kingsnorth, and I'm making a movie.